Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing in BI, and we are taking a look at Cardano's new product, open source borrowing and lending. It's going to launch as a peer-to-peer borrowing and lending platform and then expand in their V2 to pooled borrowing and lending. Now, I don't know if they're going to convert or they're going to offer both options. That remains to be seen, but we're going to start right now. Let's take a look. Let's blow this up. Blow this up for you. We're going to take a look at, they did show off dark mode. So we've got Cardano market. Looks like they have an eternal wallet connected with some ADA in it. Looks like they've got a nice little menu there, some nice color gradients, and some different assets that you can borrow and lend against. So that looks neat. But we'll see what they'll do with this. So let's take a look at why we're here. We're here for the Litepaper. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in here. Let's see what the community is saying. There's been a lot of kerfuffle with open source code being used or forked. I think it's a big nothing burger as far as I'm concerned. The real thing is, can they put that stuff together? Can they work together as a team, put out a product and stand behind that product, and then that product attract users and TVL? That's what's important to me. Good tokenomics, of course, the basics. But this whole thing that everyone's fighting about, open source and stealing you can't steal open source. It's open source for a reason, to be used. So let's just stop the nonsense. It doesn't matter. Quit being butthurt. And really, honestly, it's just a lot of people from ADA, AA, DA, a lot of the holders over there that are really invested in that product. They're just worried that some of their liquidity might leave that project, which, again, it probably will happen. But just get over it. It's just the way things work. If they didn't want the code to be used, they didn't have to open source it. So sorry to go on a little rant there, but I'm just tired every time I look at this project. I want to get into the meat of things. I want to watch the development. I want to see a product launched, and you have like all of this FUD, all of this fighting. It's not necessary. I put here we go. Congrats on the launch of your Litepaper. Curious to see V1 launch next month already. Dang. Tosi, they said that these projects are commingled. I'd like to really get them in an AMA and really talk about that and ask questions around that. We're not going to go light on any projects. We're going to ask the tough questions. Airdrop me. That's a lot. I don't even think there's that many tokens. I hope there isn't that many. Audit report. Impressive Litepaper. Okay, let's check out the paper. This is why we're here, right? Let's hit it up. Let's see what's going on here. CherryLend Litepaper. We're excited to release the official Litepaper of CherryLend. This article will explain the full vision of CherryLend, an open source and non-custodial lending protocol built to roam beyond the reach of centralized authorities. Nice little intro there. Contents, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. The abstract, introduction, protocol objectives, technical approach, contributors, and the CHRY Tokenomics, CHRY Utility, roadmap, and final remarks. Let's get into the abstract. Incentives. Incentives are essential to motivate individuals and organizations to achieve desired outcomes. They are a powerful tool that can drive behaviors and lead to improved performance, increased productivity, and favorable results. Life revolves around incentives. Looking at Cardano specifically, the fundamental reason Cardano has been a massive success equates to its well-crafted incentives. ADA holders can stake their ADA and earn a return, and in turn secure the network. So this give and take. You give and take. I think that's part of the reason why, Indigo Protocol has been so chill out of the drama and just chugging along is because they really kept the Cardano ethos. They didn't really seem to be a bunch of egomaniacs that were driven on getting themselves rich. They stuck to the basics. Develop a project, engage the community, give a reward for that community being involved in your project, and just keep it moving. So I hope that this group has learned from that, looking at all of the stuff going on Twitter and in the Cardano community, learn from that and make the best decisions possible for their project. So that's pretty cool. While the Cardano DeFi system continues to grow, we believe the projects that can offer the best crafted incentives coupled with a sleek user experience will be the winners of tomorrow. CHRYLend is an open source, non-custodial lending protocol, and we strive to be a leading lending platform on Cardano with a simple strategy: secure code, superior user experience, and the strongest incentives, and that is in bold. So maybe they're coming with it if we're early, right? It is our hope that this competition in the lending market will make the Cardano ecosystem better off and encourage all competitors to deliver the best protocol possible, ultimately benefiting all Cardano community members. So they're saying, hey, we're throwing their hats in the ring. They're ready to make things happen and change the game for the entire blockchain. Remains to be seen, but I like the words. Introduction. CHRYLend is crafted to be an open source and secure pooled lending protocol built on the Cardano blockchain. We believe our development abilities coupled with proven execution strategy positions CHRYLend to be a leading participant in the Cardano lending landscape. CHRYLend is developed by a team of global contributors with a common belief that building a highly secure and censorship-resistant platform for the long term is of primary importance. All aspects of the CHRYLend will be entirely open source to ensure that under any conditions, CHRYLend code will always be reproducible. Using CHRYLend, any Cardano user will be able to add assets to liquidity pools and earn a passive return from those who decide to borrow those pooled assets. So you basically take your token, you place it in a pool, and someone else can borrow that token and pay you interest on that transaction, and done in a non-custodial and decentralized way. Conversely, borrowers can access funds from a pool of lenders without the need for intermediaries on a completely secure and transparent platform. The first iteration of CHRYLend version 1 will be a peered lending protocol. V1 is scheduled to launch in May of 2023. So that is in weeks. Following the launch of CHRYLend V1 in May, CHRYLend V2 will be released, a pooled lending protocol. With CHRYLend V2, users, both borrowers and lenders, will be able to execute loan activities without a direct peer to accept a loan or borrow request. To incentivize the long-term use of CHRYLend protocol, both versions of the pool protocol will provide well-crafted and highly attractive rewards to users of CHRYLend. Okay, so that was my question answered. Will they have both at the same time? And it looks like they will. We are confident that our strategy of incorporating a well-crafted and highly attractive reward program for the long-term position CHRYLend to become a leading participant in the Cardano DeFi space. Below is a description of the design, features, roadmap, and contributors of CHRYLend. 3. Protocol objectives. Our protocol objectives are: 1. Provide lenders and borrowers a secure and user-friendly environment to seamlessly transact without possibility of third-party censorship. 2. Increase Cardano DeFi total value locked by incentivizing community members to safely utilize their assets. 3. Deliver a world-class secure protocol with a highly intuitive and sleek user interface. So the easier to use, the better. 4. The technical approach. All right, here goes the good stuff. In May 2023, CherryLend V1, our peer-to-peer protocol, is scheduled to launch. V1 will use open-sourced smart contracts that have been successfully audited. We would like to acknowledge the great work the team at ADA Finance has done in writing these smart contracts and for providing them to the Cardano community. That's the point of open source, is to develop something, to create the wheel and put it out there for every car builder to use. So all of this crying and fudding and getting angry is silly. You look silly. Stop it. Aside from open source smart contracts that will be utilized with CherryLend V1, all other components of the protocol are built from scratch and will also be open source for the benefit of the Cardano community. So they're doing the same thing. They're going to use some, they're going to build some. Yield farming. We intend to launch yield farming from the first day of launch. And this is something that TeddySwap has always been talking about, developing these yield contracts. And I assume that they're going to use those. We plan to tweak open source yield farming contracts and integrate them into our lending platform. We'd like to thank TeddySwap, of course, the TeddySwap team, for creating these smart contracts and providing them to the Cardano community. So I know I've been keeping up with TeddySwap. I've been doing videos on that as well. Check the playlist. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, subscribe. They've been talking about these yield farming contracts constantly, and that they were going to be open sourced, and looks like they're using those as well. Pooled lending. So this is the future. This is V2. Following our peered lending launch, we will be launching our pooled lending solution, prioritizing security and performance. This pooled lending platform is scheduled to launch in September of 2023. CherryLend V2 will have a customized batching solution to process all pooled lending requests. Hold on. Is this going to be the same batcher process as TeddySwap? Will you be able to use the same? Can you run separate instances? Will the batchers be able to just basically flip a switch and then they're batching for both? That'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting to see. Makes me think. All right, CherryLend V2. Our pooled lending platform will be similar to Aave. Again, Aave is like the godfather of borrowing and lending. Compound as well. Get over it. Where anyone at any time can utilize assets from a liquidity pool. An exact technical breakdown of this architecture will be released in the near future. Okay. So are they using their code, or do they design like a Plutus version of Aave? Well, that'll be interesting. 5, contributors. Our team's philosophy stems from the fundamental belief that Cardano is the most secure and decentralized blockchain in existence. Our development team consists of veteran Haskell and Plutus developers, which have built and contributed to some of the most well-known projects on Cardano. Nexus Software, Saturn Labs, we've been seeing a lot of Saturn Labs, and Cardano Blockhouse, been seeing a lot of them as well, are all longtime Cardano developers and builders. And they've got them right here. I would like to go into a deeper dive into each one of these projects or groups. I wonder if that's possible. But the fun stuff, CHRY Tokenomics. And I said, I don't want billions of tokens. CHRY is the governance and revenue sharing token for the CherryLend protocol. There is a total of 88 million CHRY tokens. I like that number. A detailed explanation of CHRY Tokenomics will be released in the near future. Opportunities to earn CHRY tokens will be announced soon. The first chance to earn CHRY tokens has been completed. Where we informed our community that those who liked this tweet would be rewarded. Is that the tweet that we liked? The first, yep. I think I liked it within the hour. Look at me. Okay. I'm confident that I got some. The first chance to earn CHRY tokens has been completed. All right, cool. CHRY Utility. This is the good stuff too. The CHRY token utility is straightforward and designed to provide value to supporters and users of the protocol. This will be done through these two primary methods, fee generation and governance. First, the fee generation. The CherryLend protocol is designed to earn revenue in multiple ways, including 1. Interest, a percentage of each loan paid by borrowers. 2. Liquidation fees, percentage of collateral liquidations. Portal fees, fees occurred when using integrated dApps via the CherryLend interface. Okay. So like swaps and stuff like that. That'd be interesting. I wonder if they're going to use anything from TeddySwap, like kind of like a aggregator of some sort, and then tack a fee onto that. That'd be interesting. Earned interest payments will be the most prominent source of revenue for the CherryLend protocol. Interest earned by the CherryLend protocol will be utilized to provide maximum benefit to Cherry holders. Interest earned by the protocol will be handled in the following manner. Each time 100 ADA worth of revenue is generated by the protocol, 50% or 50 ADA will be converted in the open market Cherry and used to deepen liquidity for both the ADA lending protocol and the Cherry lending liquidity pool. Okay, so they just they kind of split it and put it back in. So 50%. Okay. Where's the other 50 go? CherryLend governance. CherryLend is structured as a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO, where holders of Cherry decide the future direction of CherryLend protocol. Matters of importance that will be determined by Cherry holders include fee charged, supported tokens on the platform, and utilization of treasury proceeds, primarily interest and fees earned. CHRY token represents 100% governance stake of the CherryLend protocol. So questions that I have around that. The one thing that I saw with ADA Finance that I did not like, that I spoke about, and I think I got a response from one of the developers of the project, was when the whole Dana thing happened, the Ardana collapse, that token was on that platform. They did what I guess they say or believe was an emergency internal vote where they decided to pull Dana off of the platform, even though it was still being traded. And I immediately said, when Dana was going through its drama and they closed down, I said, this would be a really good opportunity to short Dana. And I went and looked on the thing and it said, oh, we pulled it down. So party's over. So I'm like, this would be a perfect opportunity to use one of these borrowing and lending platforms. And you go to take advantage of an opportunity that you see, and the people that built the protocol have decided, hey, we're just going to take the token down, so you can't participate. Have a good day, screw off, and then ignored everybody when they said, hey, this is kind of messed up. Why would you do this? What's the point of having governance voting if you're just going to skip over governance and just pull the token down? And I thought that was weird. So I really hope CherryLend really pays attention to that moment in ADA's history. I know they wanted to skate by it, but I remember I was there. Number 8, roadmap. The plan for CherryLend is simple. Deliver a secure and user-friendly platform that incentivizes users to participate in Cardano DeFi. We strive to become a leading lending protocol by delivering well-crafted incentives through a world-class user experience. So Q2, peer lending. Q3, yield farming. Q4, pooled lending. Q1 2024, governance. So we're not going to get governance until 2024 is what the roadmap is looking like. So just stack up, I guess. The plan would be to stack up tokens if you're planning on participating in governance and you want to make passive income. I guess that would be the simple goal, just like with Indigo protocol. Number 9, final remarks. At CherryLend, we strive to deliver a secure, transparent, I'm going to hold them to that, transparent and efficient lending platform that prioritizes incentives to users, both borrowers and lenders, to participate in using the protocol on a regular and long-term basis. As the Cardano DeFi industry develops, CherryLend is committed to play a key role in building critical infrastructure that will be instrumental in Cardano becoming, at least in part, a viable alternative to the existing global monetary system. Join us in our mission to create efficient and robust financial tools that are built to roam beyond the reach of centralized authorities. And that is the Litepaper. That's cool. A suite of software, I believe, that they are working on. But I really want to dig into and figure out who the they are. So we have TeddySwap, we have Tulsi Drop, we have CherryLend, we have Anita BTC is what the rumor is. And they're all kind of working together and borrowing and sharing ideas and smart contracts and developers between each other. I really want to dive down that rabbit hole and just to see what's under the hood. Who are these people involved? I want to look at the groups that are involved, these development groups. What are they? Who are they? Who's involved? And just really open the hood on these engines here. That's my goal. Hopefully I can do that without too much resistance. But you know, I think it'll work out. They seem pretty open to talk. So I'll start working on that. And in the meantime, we'll just follow up and see what's going on and kind of engage the community. And I'll report anything that happens. So again, if you've made it this far, thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you hit that like, hit the share, and please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.